Please, I did nothing!
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
Let him go!
Bea, I'm sorry.
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
What does water shaping feel like, Takehu?
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
What crime could he have committed to deserve such a fate?
Be careful. The Gullet is no place for outsiders. Otaro? He associated with foreign criminals. I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But I will be watching her.
And this is punishable by death, or worse?
That it is. These wicked sorts overrun the Gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm. To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep.
How can you consign your fellow woman or man to this fate?
We punish only those who cause trouble. Begging your pardon for my tones, sir. The Gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates. Hers is the first house you come to. Just there. You will probably find her there. Ikira. It is a cancer in the Gullet. A place of criminals and their foul dealings. And I cannot fathom for what anyone but a criminal would ask of it. Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort. Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook. It's your neck, Ikira. We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass, though I urge you to reconsider.
This is the Gullet? I had not realized. Stop, I say. This is no time for japes. The Mataru are supposed to take care of those below. This does not resemble care to me. Let us go on. Captain, thank you. I needed this.
Taking Bataro not enough for you? Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want? Forgive me. I thought you were with the guards who took him. Other casts never visit here. Do the gods pay a visit to mock my misfortune? Or is Sacred Stair overcrowded?
Forgive the intrusion. We were just leaving. That is, giving you space to grieve.
So many crowd into the Gullet and you worry about space. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? Botaro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks. We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels, and fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you? The traders say they bring riches in their big ships. But what reaches the Gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say. That is only the start. The Rowattians promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all. Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Botaro said we would finally leave. It is only another word. Outsiders cover our islands with walls and gates. Many Huana come to Nekataka, but even here, the outsiders crowd us. In the villages, the chieftains know even the Roparu. Here, even neighbors are strangers. That is Deadfire now. I only want to be free of this place. That is how the trouble started. I heard a Rowattian captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers.
Strange. They usually stay topside.
Botaro went and found her in the tavern. Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage. Everyone knows the Rowattians are made of brass. They listen only to their commanders. But still, maybe it goes different for you. Botaro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. And he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Botaro. Or in someone else's pocket. I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer... It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Perhaps... Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot. Suduzo. They say she is a traitor, so I thought, but she threw Botaro out. Always Botaro was careful with his words, especially as a Roparu. But a Roparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters. We are 6, 3 children, 2 babes, and me. Akira. It was so in the village, where Botaro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children. I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you. After what happened, Botaro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to the Mataru or the Rowattians. If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body. Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valiants take slaves. They say the Principe smuggle goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rowattians have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there. Never. That is the surest way to get the attention of the Overseer. I hear it is somewhere in the Narrows. It is possible Anoi knows. He has lived here longer than any. His hut is just along the walkway to the southwest.
At once.
Of all the holes I've seen, this is one of them.
Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself, and don't fall in. Need something? Whoa now, fresh face. Ain't bright to go waving that thing around just wherever. I know a Mataru trap when I see one, and I'm not looking to be snared. Keep that what's-it to yourself. All right, Captain Fancy Britches. No need to get your bits in a knot. You'll want to take that medallion over to Delver's Row, the black market. It's all tucked away in that creepy maze on the west end of the Gullet, the Narrows. Take a right the first chance you get. Then keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Look close. There's a secret hallway behind a curtain there. That's your entrance. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but all the same, you'd best watch yourself in Delver's Row. The crooks there will kill you just as soon as cheat you out of everything you own. If Dario doesn't gut you first. You stick around the Gullet long enough, you might find out. The hole's been here so long as there's been a Gullet. Though it ain't always been mine. What's a neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants? Well, it's a bit of a story. See, I was born here. Right here, fresh face, right on this counter. And I'll die here too, God's willing. Of course.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect today a scramble root merchant?
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise. The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him. These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
We had pretty words before the first ship landed on Rauatai.
Yes, but did you speak them with such deceitful intent? If only everyone did so. But you asked about... what was his name? Bataro? This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman. I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price. Better heartless than brainless. I've heard stories of merchants tricked into inviting pirates onto their ships. He told me he had coin, lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage? Then he shows me a swallonet. A marked coin, a token of allegiance. The Principi carry them. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards and they tracked him away. That is the last I saw of him. Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Andra stars. The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district. But there's no harm if they don't know.
I just remembered I need to write up a report for my boss. Don't mind me.
Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3, plus the food and water they require. Send them to me. The sooner we leave, the better. He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... particular. But perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things. What is your business with me?
Strangest feeling I've done this before.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
Cheers. What do you require? Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction, and she's promised to leave promptly. A most agreeable arrangement. Out of the question. We're due in Tekoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance. And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent. That will not do. That will not do at all. To Queen's Berth, quickly. We must find a more suitable ship.
A clever guy. Watch an artist at work. About as easy as I expected.
is your business with me? That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Oh, I'll eat anything that isn't hardtack.
Why do you bother me, little kith? You're all little to me. Little and squishy. No. The gullet reeks of illness. The beds are too small. An imp tried to nest in my hair. And Firna, the tavern keeper, refuses to give me more than 1 day off a month. How am I supposed to hunt when I am chained to this stove? Maybe I'll become a pirate. Get myself a bird and an eye patch.
The patch could do you a world of good, but I can't say I recommend.
Both. How do you mean? I'm not daft, you condescending little mite. Tell me why, and in what capacity, I should join your crew. You're after the Adra Colossus? Well, I wouldn't mind sailing in his wake. I don't work for free. This will do. For now.
Relax, Fire. In and out, no complications.
Taher, I don't know this one.
We ask not to be disturbed. What are you doing here? Well, that's the end of subtlety.
You told me you weren't followed.
Sally can't know that I was here. Bad news for our new friend.
If you insist.
You killed him! Let me go, and I won't say a word about what happened here. The Bardattos sent you, right? No need to kill me over a family tiff, eh? You killed Baer and call yourself... Ikosi, I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around that one. This job? I'm out. It never happened. Belda's plan was for everyone to converge on the Bardatto vault. You won't find me anywhere near the Bardatto fortune. Can we agree that that's worth sparing my life? I think that would be best as well. Consider me gone.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Told you.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
They took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? Of course not. He worked on the docks, I'm sure of it. Please, no more. The Overseer looks for a reason to toss us below too. Such talk will bring him to our doorstep. What say, then?
Our Watcher sure is something else, ain't he? Darnation, you're gonna make me cry myself.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
You've caught the eye of someone important. If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the Narrows at the western end of the Gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
I say Beha did right leaving the Gullet. She went and did what she needed.
I'll miss Beer and her ilk. It's too quiet without
Traveler,
them.
have you any
Maybe go
food?
find fortune.
Surely you've a scrap to spare. Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry. Thank you, traveler. Thank you. I knew you were a good one. Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years. Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week and maybe before. Forgive me. I say too much. If you would know more, ask Anoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks. Out of earshot of the guards. He's there. In the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger. The Gullet is a lawless place. Forgotten. The only authority here is the Matarus, and they don't work on our behalf. But if it is a wise man you want, seek Anoi in his home. He tries to keep us safe and fed. He does not always succeed, but he does try. Trying's worth a lot down here.
That Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks.
Paintley? Good God, I nearly didn't recognize you. You look more death-warmed over than Dawnstar.
I didn't see you there, Shody. Listen, you and your friends should move along. I'm not feeling so good, and I'd hate to get you sick. Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be. Could use your skill at the Temple of Gone. Could use it here. There's some sick Raparu in the back. Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable. And hidden.
In my village, the sick went to the other side of the mountain. Is there nowhere deeper you can flee?
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death. If nothing else. Because they've got Drowner's lung. Spreads like gossip and kills even faster. A gift from the Valians. Fills your lungs with fluid. Gets you coughing all the time, trying to clear them. One of my patients coughed so hard, she broke a rib. Eventually, it gets so bad, you can't hack it out. You just lie there, struggling for breath, until you choke on your own phlegm. I hear it's a long, hard end. I heard some Raparu had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come down here.
The Raparu have no healers of their own?
These people are laborers and fishers. Many aren't even Kahanga. Wound up here after raiders and slavers tore their own tribes apart. Anyway, I realized what was wrong when I heard the rattle in their chests. The way they gasped for air. Only cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil. It costs a lot, though not nearly as much as an epidemic. Still, if news of this outbreak gets out, these poor souls will get tossed into the old city. No one with any money in Nekataka spends it on the Raparu. Maybe you can. You can get nearly anything on Delver's Row. Only trouble is finding it, and paying for it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town. But I bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row is. Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheating, and stealing. About the only honest one. The Raparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift. Not that I need to tell you. And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Road. He runs most of the criminal mischief that goes on here. Some say he's an old Valian traditionalist. Some say he's a thug with good taste. Either way, I steer clear of him. All the while, the Gullet gets more crowded as tribes from the other islands come to Nekataka. Some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs. Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace. As best we can, most of us came from Raed Saris after the Vorless Plot and the Saints' War. Or we were born to families that did. We remember what it's like to scrape by. That's what Dario and his people say. They recruit Raparu to sneak things from the docks, report on meetings between traders. I can't blame the Raparu, not when the alternative is eating from a trash pile. But I don't trust these Principe any more than I do the trading companies. And whenever the city authorities finally crack down, the Raparu will be caught in the middle. Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethys brought us to Deadfire, so we can do some good. Other days, I'm too damn tired.
Ishi's crap is harder to get out of leather than tar. This is the second time he's gotten my boots.
It's a phase. He's just trying to cozy up to you, Firefly.
Well, I was sneaking him some extra seeds. Can you make him target who he poops on? 'Cause I got someone in mind.
This sounds like a story. Tell me everything.
I hear you. What say you, boy? I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, Watcher who chases Aethys. I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a Watcher comes to the Gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
At least piety can thrive in this dark and unforgiving burrow.
That sea-swept voice. One of Adra's own comes to visit me at last. The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly, it is an agony.
Starving? Are the gods so occupied that they cannot see inside the mountain?
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all. All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least. The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kwaru provided skilled goods and services. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The Dawn Stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us. A soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain. Mad Morena, they call her. To bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing. Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word. He must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
That is a fine idea. When it comes to mission work, my brethren are always happy to help.
Some of the less crazy ones, hopefully.
Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity.
The Raparu feed their children from these rations? Does she expect the Raparu to subsist on garbage? Akira, there is not.
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite. Then you'd best ask elsewhere. But careful. If the Mataru overseer hears there's a sickness, might be he has more questions for you. Food, of course, and supplies for the road. Though most here come to me for poisons and venoms. Ernetzo deals in such things. His shop is further down, next to the lift.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses? To help you leave your sorrows behind? I got what you need.
At once.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor? Umani has what you seek. Then you blunt your teeth talking to me. Go and see Ernezzo. His shop is just across the way.
Something approaches.
You'll want to see this.
What is this Kith creature?
I've crushed bigger spiders. Just say the word.
What secrets does it bring?
Let us see. Let us see. No prize secrets in this one. Not like the others with the water sense. Their minds carry secrets of a damp cave, a hateful glare beneath a stagnant pool, a dead woman's regret.
Gibberish. The floating spider had best explain itself.
Kith hoard many secrets. The best ones they bury deep in their cities, behind mighty walls. But what secrets fill your mind? We wish to only see, to know, yet Kith hide and hoard their secrets. We dig. There are many minds here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone. Your friends, the broken down creatures of this place, they know the old secrets. They know, but they do not tell me. Not when you have been such a miser with your own. Yes.
Yes. You have been generous with us.
There is a place below the slums, old, cold, and abandoned, where the city swallows those it wishes forgotten. But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple, a site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things. Not when you... Yes.
Yes.
There is a place, but this place...
Still as a pond.
Back up. No shops this way, stranger. What are you doing up here?
Akira, to survey the local, established...
Well, get downstairs before anyone sees you. Hold a moment. I'd remember that face.
You do not have a tongue for compliments, I say.
You don't belong down here. Explain your business or turn around. I've had enough games for one day. You think I'm standing here so I can tell you about it? Come on, go. That's up to Dario.
Looking for something, amico? Perhaps I have it. Ernezzo has not seen you before. You must be new. New or very good at disguises. but you are the one the Roparos speak of. They are most fond of you, but not so discreet. Ah, another young water mage. Come, see Ernezzo's wares. You must spend that extra coin on something.
Forgive me. Do we know each other?
Così, it seems not. The mistake is mine. But how did you hear about this place? Wait, no. Do not tell me. Sometimes it is better not to know. There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly. Merla, it is a dangerous pest. When it dug its lair, it did not even ask permission of their... of the boss.
Do varmints normally do that? Get permission from your boss?
They say it is a mind reader. We in Delves Row are simple folk. Quiet folk. It does not do to have a mind reader nosing among us. You understand me, yes? Eh? I hope you are not ill. But never mind. If the Mataru come asking, I will not tell. But Drowner's lung is very serious. Very deadly. The cure is not cheap. But how can one put a price on good health? If the price seems high, there is a certain little favor you could do for me instead. No, amico. This is not what I mean. There is a certain merchant here who needs to not be here. Then why do you haunt Delves Row, huh? What do you think we do down here? Old tea parties for the rats?
That's the kind of thing somebody says when they don't want you to know that's exactly what they're doing.
This merchant runs a shop at the end of the street. People know it as the Spindleman. If you get rid of it, then I will give you the medicine.
Hold on, not so fast. Do they call him that because he carries a spindle, or because he's got spindly legs?
A moment. This is a rare treasure, one for which certain people would pay a small fortune. I must ask, how did you come by this? Ernezzo is careful, cautious, and you would blackmail him? That is not done, amico. Braggarts and drunkards pay little mind to the mess that spills from their lips. And yet... Let us say I believe you. What would placate a prince? Through the Undercroft. But you cannot take the lift here, or that I always surely know. Of course, there's a hidden way. Down the lift in the Gullet to the Old City. There you can sneak into the Undercroft through an old temple. But you did not hear this from me. There is something I can get for you, yes? Belfetto. Though, if your coin purse is so full, take care that others do not hear it jingle. Your medicine, as promised.
Hey, how did you do that? Can you do that again?
Bless his heart if his strength and good looks ever go.
There is something I can get for you, yes? Tell me quietly.
Think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row. I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the Gullet. You're the type of scab that bores me. feel free to piss off.
Back up. No
Shodi, I say, you stepped on a sacred palm beetle.
No, I didn't mean to. Darn it, you think that's bad luck on me now?
Ikera, the elders say your nose will fall off into the sand.
That sounds Wait, you wouldn't be pulling my leg now, would you?
Need something? We tried, but the one away is prize share, meaning anything we'd give these people has to go through the palace.
Ikera, it is for the Ranga and the Mataru to feed the tribe.
Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table, assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first. That's a question for Samhain. I'd ask her myself, but I got my hands full here. She's high priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitney sent you. She'll listen. Probably. That could save an awful lot of sick people. That's the stuff, all right. Thank you. That's from me and from the children of the Dawn Stars. If you'll excuse me, I better start treating the sickest ones.
Eder, look what the Watcher's given me.
What's our
It's
plan?
pretty as a picture, ain't it?
Let's play.
You make your appearance at last. I must say, you are not nearly so frightful as the whisperers in the row made you out to be. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
It certainly looks comfortable.
Better to be a prince here than a slave out there, no? Though these are modest luxuries compared to those at the estate of your friends in Queensbirth. But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner. A pleasure. I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have too many friends in Nekataka.
Real refreshing, him not asking for anything in return.
And I need only a favor, an insignificant thing for a watcher like you. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me. Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your genteel manners and unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Takano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city. It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts. Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Adra herself.
Look no further, silly man. I speak with Ngati's tongue.
And are you willing to sit upon my shelf for my entertainment? I do not believe in these superstitions, of course. I have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it. What do you require? Patience? First, you must bring me the Cornet of Waves. A storm, a rash decision, and an accident at sea. One that took my sailing days, but not my skill with the needle. Life in the Deadfire is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes you in its jaws only to spit you out onto some new shore. Why must we speak of sides, like squabbling merchants from the republics? Once, there were no sides, only principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage. And if we discard them, who are we then? Simple marauders? The new bloods are principi too now, and many are inventive in ways the old god is not.
Inventive or not, their ships will end up in Adra's clutches.
For such a serious people, you Rawatayans have most colorful imaginations.
City beneath the city beneath the city. Each layer of Nekataka is more pungent than the last.
Real quiet now.
I'm afraid not. Some didn't even leave a dent. Whoever sees this. Somehow it always ends
right between the eyes.
How should you ask so little? Watch an artist at work.
What have we here?
I won't be gone long.
I'm not looking for trouble. Not anymore, I mean. And I've not got a weapon on you, see? It's just You're the first body I've bumped into in days that's actually breathing. I mean, could it be you're delving for forgotten treasures? Same as me? I'm loath to admit it, but look, I'm too desperate not to. I've found not a single trinket and no end to this pit since I first crawled down. I thought to follow the rivers out, but the caves are crawling with grubs. I might ask the same to you, friend. Not everyone longs to die in their own bed. I thought I'd have more time. You haven't found a way out of here, have you? I scaled down from the cliffs, but midway, the rocks turned slick. Suppose a bit of both, don't you think? But I didn't break my neck on the scale down, and I'm not keen to be grub food now. Best bet's the rivers at the base of the pit. They flow beneath the outcrops, so they must dump into the sea. The trouble's been reaching the base. The western caves wind downward, but they're riddled, infested. Walking them's not been safe. I packed provisions enough for 2 weeks. Started rationing when things looked grim after the first odd days. I don't know beyond that. Adra's lure seems hardly worth it now. Suppose I fell for the bait though, didn't I? Fabled temple full of treasures, my ass. Right, I'll wait here and you'll return for me, won't you?
See why not. Watch an artist at work. About as easy.
Yeah?
Dim in the lantern.
Shall we begin? At your service. A clever gambit.
Slippery as...
She.
Hey, watch it.
That dog won't hunt. Glory be to God!
You've just made my face.
On
my clothes. What's our plan? You ask so little.
Keep it down. Trouble up ahead.
May I assist? Child's play.
I can be quiet if you can.
Come along now. I'll guide you through the wheel.
live. At your service. At your service. I'm not especially keen on taking orders from disembodied voices, you know.
I smell conflict.
See you later. See you later. Die! Let me fetch my tools.
Ishi, quiet time.
That wasn't so hard.
You haven't found a way out of here, have you? Yes, right. It's safe to make for the river's den. Or as safe as it's likely to get. I'll head downward now. Mayhaps we'll meet again in the darkness? Take heed if you've plans to trudge deeper north. I only glimpsed it once, but whatever nightmare lurks near the falls of the pit, it's incredibly massive. And surely just as mean.
How much of Eora have you actually visited? Which lands? No, wait. What was the strangest thing you ever saw?
Found an island with a pillar of Adra carved into a giant foot.
God, what a thrill. You're so well-traveled. It's amazing. But don't you ever miss home? What about your loved ones?
Aside from my family, anyone special to me is already here, Firefly.
Well, that's... You see, I mean, same for me. I thought I'd miss my brethren more, but having someone who understands me, it's a surprising relief.
Greetings, and welcome to my home. For what do you come to my villa?
Nice house. Be a shame if someone nudged it over the mountainside.
You Rowattians have the strangest sense of humor. The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it is the highest honor. The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. I was her personal bodyguard when she was a child, you know. But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away. Very well. Because it is sacred to the goddess Adra. Everyone knows it is a privilege to have.
A carrot to Kano. Everyone knows it is a sign of favor.
I am misled if holding a shell is all it takes to earn Ngati's favor.
I keep it locked away, to see and not to touch, Ikera. But your words are good warning. Generations ago, there was a similar shell. When the old city sank, Adra's faithful gathered around that cornet and prayed for deliverance. But Adra is not a goddess of mercies. Instead of lifting them from the ruin, she pulled them down with the shell and said they would rise when it did. That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no? Ah, I see. I am sure it is also a great honor. But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away. But the Queen gave it to me. There is great honor in such a gift. Far be it from me to offend a goddess, especially when I have much else to steward. Take it, with my blessing.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
Hold on. I thought he hired some dummy that bungled everything.
I ain't failed just yet. Not when I got you cornered. Not without the Cornet of Waves. That can't be. Why else would Dario send us for it? Besides, you're here, aren't you? Then what would he want with it?
Boss, he thinks a lot straighter than you.
Fine, but I see you again and things will go differently, I promise.
Ado, what brings you to the Hall of the Valeras? The Bardatto Bank shuts us out of investments and stifles our finances. This is the richest prospect on Iora, but we cannot grow our family business.
Can't make coin at the expense of others? Now that's a crying shame.
If you know a better way of squeezing profit out of these islands, I'm open to hearing it. Azali is a rich thug, and someday she will get what's coming to her. Cosi, are you accusing me of something? Martino?
Que? I am always planning something.
Martino?
What can I do if Itzali worries without cause? She knows nothing that can hurt us.
Ado, what brings you to the Hall of the Valeras? Valera ships escort goods and merchants from island to island across Deadfire. The Principe dogs show us their stern whenever they spot Valera colors on the horizon. If we must. What is it? Shoddery. Our disagreements are beyond the point of shaking hands. This is not your feud. If anything, I question her interest. You have little to gain by peace between our families, but you speak as if you might. You want to help? Convince Azali to negotiate. She ignores my invitations. Until then, leave me be.
I no longer hear the perverted anthems of Rawatai echo, and Zili has a new audience. Clever. Stick with me and you'll be on the winning side when the dust settles. Merla, you and my father are too alike. Go on. I'm still waiting on word for the next job. You have a few days to decide where your loyalties lie.
Child's play.
My intelligence speaks of agitated whispers in the Valera household. Then ask, but do not waste my day with trivialities. Fratello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions. His brood threatens open bloodshed in the streets, and he thinks... Delusional little snake. Fine. But you can assure him that I won't be alone. Go on then. Let him know, before I change my mind.
Ado, what brings you to the Hall of the Valeras? You really managed to convince that stubborn Pugra to show up. I'll make sure the estate is prepared to receive her, then. I will send a messenger to fetch Azali. Whether she is still receptive to the idea of a truce is ultimately up to her. You run your bank like a crime syndicate. Some of us struggle to tell the difference.
We can take it up with the director anytime you feel like explaining why your children are intimidating my merchants. I see our would-be mediator has arrived. Well, we're here. I hope this wasn't some elaborate, ill-advised jest.
I would not willingly welcome a Bardatto beneath my roof for the sake of a jest.
As long as the Valera remembers his place, we shouldn't have any problems.
My place is in the dueling ring. Care to let the gods decide, Lady Bardatto?
Quiet, Martino. Watcher, now would be the time to lay out your reasoning. Ak, raise the stir in the White March Mountains. The same could be done here.
A force? Watcher? To what end?
Akara, but these sharks are no sympathetic audience.
a noble enough goal.
Atello, I hadn't realized you had a soft spot for the natives.
My goal? To wring out a little respect from this feud before we go under. The company will bleed us dry. We give our lives, our loved ones' lives, and they don't lift a finger to help us. The Bardattos turn their backs. Why shouldn't I teach my children to walk with their heads high?
One does not arm the competition. Besides, lesser people have made more of themselves without the aid of banks. I want the Principe out of the trade lanes.
What?
Half of this month's shipments are missing. I'll give you coin and crew for 5 ships to earn back my investment.
6 ships. With 6 I will drive the Principe from these waters like rats from a fire.
6 ships. I believe we just made a deal, Valera.
Then it's settled?
So it seems. For the time being. Time will tell if this arrangement is a favorable one. My hosts, you'll excuse me if I return home.
Never saw myself breaking bread with a Bardatto.
Woe to those who labor in the shadow, for nothing is hidden from Aethys' divine sight.
We can summon the guards if you want to be difficult, amico. Kindly leave.
If Luca doesn't see reason, the Duape will lose their lands. For their sake, I must...
That's enough out of you. Good day.
Please, I must ask a favor. What say? Do you have business with the Valian Trading Company? Akira, you can help me, I say. They will listen to you. My people are the Duape. We signed a contract with the company. We were not understanding the terms at the time.
Too many big words for you, friend? Next time, hire an advocate.
I wish to, let's say, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away. I did not provoke anger, I say. This is not just. My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Adra. He did not understand the Valian way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves.
A cruel practice, I say. And they call us savages.
Ngati's chosen speaks the wisdom of his mother. Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin. Akira. When the Valian clerk learned I was from the Duape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people. Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done. The company may see you as a spy. Take care that your oar doesn't cut the waves too sharply.
Ado, Watcher. The Cantoni Chesi sent for me. It seems the Republics have need of me again, thanks to you. Do you have need of me? Good.
The light will guide me.
At your service, Watcher.
At your service. Child's play.
It's still going on, is it? When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough?
May I assist?
Diverus, the Royal Deadfire Company lacks subtlety if they send you here. This room stifles already. Must you crowd it further? The servers at the tavern are clumsy. Most clumsy indeed. A lawful claim, I might add, no matter what the native says to the contrary. He showed up with a forged contract, as if I wouldn't know the difference between our paperwork and theirs. Tawenu is lucky I only seized the forgery. The Gullet is too good for his kind. Sientere, it's no surprise the little cheat is an accomplished liar. I keep his cheap forgery locked in my chest. It's good for the occasional laugh. Your villager friend would do well not to stand between the company and our prize. The company is allowed to solve problems as we see fit. And right now, Tawenu is a problem. Besides, lying is second nature to the Ranga heir and his ignorant cliente. The Crown has been known to grimace at our client tribe privileges. We do not allow local trouble to stymie us so that Rawatai can steal an advantage. Postenago, the company has every reason to congratulate itself. Now move along. I have larger matters to resolve than the Welcome back to the office.
Ado, Luca.
If you or your friend have business with the company, this again, precomplan, can it? I see. The company would appreciate it if you kept our affairs as discreet as possible. Now move along. I have larger This room stifles already. This again, precomplan, can it? Simple enough. We take on the burden of caring for the tribe, in exchange for luminous Adra rights. Taweno is myopic if he thinks his tribe can thrive under Aranga in this climate. This is the homeland they signed away for money, Ak. I can almost guarantee the company will put it to more dignified use. This is... Ak, true enough. But breaking a contract for diplomacy's sake is simply not done. I would be remiss to uphold one contract to the detriment of our operation. Go on, then. Some of us have more important duties.
Echosi, you have business here? You are in luck. The governor is between meetings. Go on in.
The Watcher. From the palace, yes? You made quite the impression on the Cantonese. He went on for ages. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. I am Nueva Alvari, governor in residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door? Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Maget must be going more smoothly than reported. How much do you know about the luminous Adra trade? Yes, they warned me you had some interesting notions. Let's just say he isn't alone, then. Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukukohara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukukohara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress. We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay. Yes, I take your meaning. Here, a taste of what's to come. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such. Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh, and take care upon the open sea. There are greater hazards in these waters than a few pirates. I am ready. I would not have guessed I would find myself back with the Watcher of Kadnua, much less at the order of Akanta. I know that you did not intend for misfortune to befall me, and I appreciate what you said in Queen's Birth. Perhaps this time will go better for both of us. You only have to ask. Kwe. Menea was a good companion and a skilled warrior, but her imagination got the better of her. It appears to have gotten the better of you as well. After we parted ways, I returned to the Republics and reported to the Duke's bells. I failed to complete my mission and had no excuses. The Republics had lost a golden opportunity to trade with the Glanfathens, and the Dukes were furious. They exiled me from the Brotherhood, scoured the suns from my breastplate, put me on a ship to Red Ceres. Diverus, I was lucky to escape with my life. I worked as a guard. Caravans, ships, wealthy merchants. I did not discriminate. After my exile, both my purpose and my pride were gone. The years have taken me from the Eastern Reach to the Deadfire. Some would say it is fate that has brought us together again, Watcher. But you must already know what I think. It is just luck. Time will tell if it is good or ill. Where I am assigned is of no concern to me. But I do think the Deadfire can be profitable for the Republics. If the Dukes need me here, I am glad to serve them. Good. I have no concerns, Watcher. Whatever they are up to cannot be good for any of us. At their best, the gods are powerful children. At worst, they are little more than mad beasts taking out their anger on our world. I have little interest in distinguishing which type Eothas is.
You ask so little.
You were saying? Your orders?
Akira, you return. What say, friend? Fake? What say? I showed Luca a new contract, yes? Fairer, more agreeable terms. Luca called me a criminal and summoned his guards. A man in the Gullet offered to assist me. He carried papers, ink, and wax. He helped to write a new contract in the Valian way and to fix the correct seals. Luca, I say he did not like this. He took my contract and forced me into the streets. I do not know this word. I would fix, but Luca will not give me the chance. Negotiating with outsiders has not gone my way. Akira, I cannot believe! A light after our long sorrow.
Valian makes the work of conquering you people look easy.
Their words are poison, I say, as are yours. My village is modest, but I came prepared. I set aside a few gems for trading. They are yours by right. You are a friend of the Duape. We do not forget. I will tell my people that Ngati's chosen brought hope to the Huana.
Feel free to keep me out of it, I say.
And here I thought Tewenu would hold vigil on the company's stoop until the last shard of Adra was dredged up from the ruins of his village. Sometimes it pays to be wrong. Plenty of folk disagreed with you, it seems. I wonder, what makes you so different? The Valian Trading Company is so fixated on incremental profits that by the time they make any real headway, Rawatai will own every island in all but name. And the Huana are so gullible that their loyalties will be spread across 500,000 contracts, and nothing but black powder will remind them who truly owns Deadfire. If you have any inclination to aid the Huana as a whole, rather than save one pitiful village at a time, you could do worse than tour Imperial Command at the Brass Citadel. Pay us a visit, why don't you?
at once.
What do you require? And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
Funny how they never mention the real work up front.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delver's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance originate. Take the lift from Delver's Row, not the lift in the Gullet, mind you. My associate Gwenfen will await you outside a passage in the old Juana style. The ruins of the old city are perilous, yet rumored to hide great treasures. Still, the Juana do not permit people to go there except to die. And yet, among the ruins is a certain mosaic. The old city is the realm of the dead. Who better than a watcher to discover its secrets? Secrets such as my mosaic. The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her. It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's Crown. Whatever treasure you find there is yours to keep. For now, take this. Consider it an advance. Yet you are still standing here, no? It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place. There is a lift in Delver's Row, next to Ernetzo's shop. I will see that the people who guard it do not give you trouble. Once you descend, cross the bridge. Behind the stockade is a door to, well, a very old place. You will know it when you see it. Gwenfen will await you and the cornet there. Do whatever she asks as though the request comes from me. What do you require?
You the Watcher? Dario said you can pass.
Water shaping is impressive, but I had not thought of it being used for such mundane purposes.
Water shapers aiding the Principe, bringing in cargo with all the grace of drunk oxen. I have never seen a more undignified use of our talent. Have we all honed Ngati's talent for drudgery? We can discuss my emotional state later. This display has me sickened to my core. The prince will want to know of this, but I am wondering if the crown needs to know the truth about Delver's Row at all. This warren brings business and trade through the Gullet. Without it, Roparo would be destitute. Akera, let us hope that the prince is as keen as his sister. If we want to save this place, we'd better leave before taking too many chances. Our presence will not be kindly met.
Hold it right there, mate. State your business. I mean it. Spill your guts or spill your blood. Oh, right. About time you got here. The elf's been chewing her thumbs to nubs waiting for you. There, across the water. Little birds flittering in the old ruins. Hurry on, else she comes to squawk at us. If you can't spot a Principe port for what it is, I might get to thinking you're not supposed to be here.
Unbelievable that they could hide so much under our city.
How curious.
And who or what do we have here? We're all stocked up on silverfin, but this fish is a unique catch.
And I can bite deeper than you might imagine. Are you the one responsible for tricking the water shapers into serving your petty errands?
Well, I see it. You've got two options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun. What for? I've already got an emissary. Speak up, Swabby, and be quick about it. My knife arm's twitching. So, when I fancies you the new Ulug, eh? And you had nothing to do with it, then I need to know how it happened. Guess that's the way of it sometimes, but it's not what I would have hoped for. Ulug wasn't any ruffler. He didn't deserve that. Everyone in the Gullet knows Ulug's my man. Everyone except the Mutaru. Gotta be them what got him. And though it pains me to say it, if the Mataru are biting for blood, it's best if I back off. I can't be feeding the Raparu right under their noses. Leave the secrecy to me. What you need to prove is that you can be trusted well enough. Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous Adra, but I have no Adra to sell. Loot me no less than 6 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined to do you a favor. If you're a particularly daring sort, you might snatch it from under their noses. Them Valiant trading princocks have a stockpile of it in their mill in Queen's Berth. Otherwise, you could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in. Now, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there is one other that tickles mine. Ply me with enough coin to wire fresh hands, bribe a few officials, enjoy a taste of flesh, and I'm yours. Oh, I guess 30,000 copper ought to cover it. Always a pleasure pirating is. I'll keep an eye on the horizon for your prosperous return.
What have we here?
Watcher, I must object. Whatever plan you have to ingratiate yourself to these pirates cannot come at the cost of the company's luminous Adra mill. Good.
Let's get this over with. It's darker than Adra's asshole in here. All yours. Dario said you know what to do. Dario took his time sending you. You got the key. If you say so, all I care about is opening that door. You got it or not? I don't care where you found it, as long as it gets us through that door. Just so you know, we're not paying double for both, all right? That looks right. See if it opens that door over there. Got something for me? Thought we'd been through this. I'm waiting for you to bring the goods so we can find Dario's mosaic and be out of here. Once Dario's got what he wants, you can dig around all you like. What are you saying? It's hot down here, that's all. Anyway, if the boss wants something, I don't question his orders. If the boss didn't tell you, I'm not flapping my chops about it neither. The sooner we get that door open, the sooner we can get back to fresh air and warm company. That looks right. See, I'm supervising.
I'm gonna watch her, make sure she supervises proper.
Stand back. Get ready for anything. Where's the rest? Is that it? There's an old temple of Adra. Dario said it was just past this door. Just what I was thinking. The one we need is bigger, and it should have a very specific mosaic. You'll know it when you see it.
If you would steal or damage a shrine to Ngati, then may the water around you fill with sharks.
Can it, Mama's boy? I'll wait here. Come tell me when you found it. Real funny. You know, the Juana send people down here to be eaten by monstrous horrors, right? Not much, apparently. Don't know why you're asking me when you're the scholar. You can take whatever you can carry out of the temple. Just report back when you found it.
Makara, I hope we plan on carrying some to a museum?
Carry at your grave as far as I care.
That order's too tall.
Somehow it always is impossible. Agreed.
Hey, watch out.
Quick.
It makes no difference.
This thing isn't doing the job. It's a mess. Well, if you insist. Not even close. At your service. Naturally.
Incredible. You're not at all scathed. Not even a smidge. Well, we're still alive. What's next for our daring escape plan? Me? I've been through worse, and I'm tuned to survive. I'm good with the thread and needle. Give me half a chance to get out of here, and I'll be fine. Then I'll make it. I know I'd hope, but honestly, I didn't really expect you'd help me. I owe you, friend. If you're of a mind, meet with me in Port Maje. I'll make it worth your while.
There, above.
Feel it. Second try.
At your service. What's our plan? At your service. Agreed. Shall we give quick? Mess! At your service. Naturally. At your service. A clever gambit.
There is something over there.
Hey! Stop! What are you doing, you fat-fingered oaf? Put me down! How are you talking?
I like this sword. Can we keep it?
Keep your filthy paws off me! Now, if you don't mind, I'm waiting for someone very important who is definitely coming back any day now, and you won't want to be here when she does. No, that would be a man known across Eora as the Great Wizard, none of your fucking business. Have you heard of him? I'm waiting for my owner, obviously. It's really a wonder you've managed to survive to the ripe old age of whatever you are, being this stupid. But my owner, she was really great. I mean, is really great. Her calluses felt so good on my grip. Oh, I can do things with a sword you wouldn't believe. Actually, even though you're clearly little more than a ham-handed half-wit, maybe you can do something for me. I'll let you handle me, but only under one condition. You have to help me find my owner, okay? What you do is your business. I don't know if I can trust you yet. You need to prove your worth to me first. Well, stick me in some monsters! What the fuck else is a sword good for? I wouldn't hate it. What do you want? None of your God's damn business. Nice of you to notice. I was a ruler beyond compare. Handsome, just, exceedingly well-muscled, beloved of my subjects and favored by Wodica. In truth, I don't know who I was. So far as I can remember, I've always been a sword. Whatever memories I had of a time before, they're gone. A much better swordswoman than you, to start. Killing troublesome animancers, mostly. She was an agent of Dunnard Row, at least for a while. Her name is Ingfrith. Ugh.
May I assist? What's our plan? You ask so little. Let me fetch my tools. That wasn't so hard.
Slippery as an eel.
Look, there is something over there.
May I assist? Child's play.
What did you...
Ah, I am ready. Of course. Merla, shouldn't those little grubs turn into beetles or something? How did this thing get so big?
Better than that.
Worse than rough.
Agreed.
Ukaizo, the origin of all Juana. I say, it feels close enough to touch. You need something? Ekera, for what do I owe the pleasure? Ah, the art of our ancestors, since devastation swept our way of life out to sea. Too much of the art has been lost. Periki, founder of the guild, or...
What's our plan? You ask so little.
What did you find, Ishi?
I won't be gone long. Let me fetch my tool. I've had practice. Watch an artist at work. Watch an artist. That wasn't so hard.
Feel it. It makes no difference. This will not do!
Not even close. May I assist? I'm not especially keen on taking orders from distant places, you know.
What did you find, Ishi?
Got something for me? Good work. I'll make sure no one else disturbs it. Meantime, Dario will be pleased to hear the news. How about you go tell him and collect your reward? Dario's the only one to talk about Dario's business. If I was you, I'd forget about this and take my pay. But it's your neck.
A surprising number of people are interested in this mythical city.
What do you require? A most agreeable topic. Or so I hope. Gallarde! You Watchers truly are workers of miracles. The mosaic is an ancient work of art. Such marvels must be preserved. Riches. Any half-awake ship hunter can find a Valian ship with gold and luminous. Ukaizo, if it exists, is something more. Ukaizo was once the most fertile and prosperous island in Deadfire, but it has been lost for over 2,000 years. It is little more than legend now, but some in the Consuelo Mezcasitas believe it exists still. As I am now grateful to you. While I admire your forthrightness, I must ask that you not speak of this to anyone, especially the Juana. Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price. Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on. What do you require? A moment, I almost forgot. Percamblanca. Take it and indulge my vanity. It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
What have we here?
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the cursed seas, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not hush right now.
Need something? What you need? Sure, I know a few folks who need coin, and a couple of them can even hold their liquor.
As you say, Captain.
Like a moth to a flame.
That's yours. Agreed.